everyone, welcome to another fabric rendering video. Today we are going to draw wedding gowns. To begin with, I like adding some background to my designs where I want to show a white fabric because of the paper is in white color and our garment is also white, so by adding a colorful background we can make our designs to pop out more. So yeah, you can add background of your own choice, like using watercolors or pencil strokes. So while illustrating white fabrics, many of us can get confused initially as which colors to use to show the white fabrics. So here I'm going to show you certain techniques by which we can show the folds in a white fabric garment, also the crystals used in wedding gowns or the lace designs here. To bring the look of large chunky crystals or certain sequins embellishments, you can use a black pen to scribble it in round shapes or small circles and then use white paint over it. I'm using acrylic colors because they are more opaque in nature and will also bulge out a little bit. I hope you can understand what I'm trying to say. It will give a look of crystals to your garment, so try this method. Also, one more thing I want to share with you guys is that after using your brush with acrylic or poster colors, always dip it into water, otherwise your brush will just damage. And yes, it's also locked down, so you won't be able to purchase any new supplies at the moment, so don't forget to take care of your brushes and other art supplies. So we will begin rendering our fabric. Now our fabric is white in color, we know that, but we need to show the folds and the shadows as well. So for showing folds and shadows in a white garment, always use gray pencils or gray colors or gray markers, whichever is available with you. So here I used two tones of my gray color, a lighter one and a darker one. You can begin by marking your folds, and below your folds you have to add the shadows, and then you can blend your shadows using a white pencil. Now I'm using polychromos from Faber-Castell. You can use any other brand. It is not important which brand you are using. It is just the methods you apply to your sketches or illustrations. So people, I hope you understood by now that which technique I'm talking about. It is to move directly towards adding your shadows and folds in the garment instead of adding any base color, because we know our paper is white, so the color is already added. You just need to add your shadows. Now even in the white color range, there are certain differences in the color tone or the color shade, because there are creamish white, bluish white, grayish white, so you need to study your fabric very well. And if you want to add a little creamish look, because there are certain satin fabrics which has this creamish shine to it, you can use a ivory shade to just highlight a little bit in the folds of your garment. Now the last step to finish this look is to highlight everything with a black pencil, that is to mark the parts of your garment well. because it's a white garment after all. We need to see where our garment ends, how the fall of the garment is, and how is the belt or the waistline of the garment is. So use a very sharpened black pencil to mark everything well. To bring a smooth transition in the shadows of your garment, I mean the pencil strokes which you have used, it is very important to blend everything well. So you can use either a white pencil or an eraser also to blend. You can try using an eraser because I tried this method and it worked for me. So here I am done with my first look of the wedding dress. Very basic, but I have shared some important tips with you guys. And you can see I have used only the pencil colors from the Polychromos range. And in the second look I will be using watercolor, and how you can use watercolor to show the shadows in your garment. All you need to do is form the grey color by mixing some white with some black, but add very good amount of water to dilute the color very well, and use a very thin brush to add the shadows in the corners of the garment first, and then the folds in the garments. You can see my color is very translucent or very light, and it's just showing a tiny bit of the greyish shadow. So yes, while adding watercolor you need to just keep that in mind. Now let your watercolor base dry completely before moving to any other medium. Here I am using pencil color to show my designs over the white gown. Guys, if you feel my video is going very fast and you are not able to catch up, you can easily decrease the speed in the YouTube settings itself to watch it according to your own comfort level. So coming back to the design, while you are drawing your lace designs over your base fabric, make sure your pencil is sharpened enough to give those prominent detailing. So I will use my white acrylic paint again to highlight my designs here. I mean the lace petals or the flowers or the motifs, whichever you are drawing, just highlight a little bit using white acrylic paint or white poster color or white watercolor, whichever you like, but I will recommend you to use white acrylic or white poster color because they are more solid or opaque in nature, and they will bring a different look to your white fabric illustrations, I mean the white wedding gowns. So do try this technique. So this was one of the requested video as how we can illustrate white fabrics, and I hope this was useful enough for everybody. And if you have any more video recommendations or tutorial ideas, you can let me know in the comment box below, or you can connect me over Instagram. And yes, I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care.